This courtroom drama has everything you'd want in a Judge Judy episode: tension, defiance, and a hard truth being delivered with unmatched clarity. Today, we explore the case of Gonzalez and his troubles around child support, a saga involving misplaced priorities and the sharp sting of reality checks. What happens when a man, unemployed and struggling, tries to argue against the formidable Judge Judy? The answer is a powerful reminder of why you can't talk your way out of accountability. Let's dive in and see how this unfolds. The episode opens with Gonzalez trying to defend himself, but Judge Judy is a formidable force, one that doesn't allow for evasiveness or dishonesty. From the moment Gonzalez starts talking, the intensity in the courtroom is palpable. As we follow along, the layers of his situation get peeled back, exposing more than just financial issues. It's a look into a much deeper problem of personal responsibility and accountability. Gonzalez enters the courtroom with a defensive posture, already on edge. He attempts to explain his situation, speaking quickly, detailing how he's been down to the child support division, claiming that checks for support have been stolen and burned by his ex. He's visibly frustrated, eager to prove he's been wronged. But Judge Judy is quick to halt his rambling. With her characteristic no-nonsense approach, she cuts right through his excuses. "You think you can talk faster than me?" she questions, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Gonzalez quickly backs down, a look of realization crossing his face. It's clear that his attempt to control the narrative isn't going to work here. Judge Judy's years in family court shine through as she picks apart his story, revealing the truth behind his fast-talking exterior. She's heard it all before, and Gonzalez's story is no exception. Gonzalez admits that when they lived together, his ex was on welfare, and they concealed their living arrangement. The truth is clear: welfare didn't know about them living together, and Judge Judy sees right through the deception. She spells it out for everyone in the courtroom: their actions were dishonest, and the system wasn't meant to be manipulated in this way. Gonzalez tries to justify his behavior, but Judge Judy isn't interested in excuses. The tension heightens as Judge Judy shifts the focus to Gonzalez's current situation. He's unemployed, while his ex has a job. She doesn't mince her words. "Get one," she tells him bluntly. Gonzalez attempts to interject, but Judge Judy's voice overpowers him, and she keeps her focus sharp and direct. "Any court will say a father should have as much visitation with his child as possible," she tells him, emphasizing that it's not about the adults anymore, it's about the child's well-being. Gonzalez's discomfort is evident, but Judge Judy's goal is to shift his perspective from self-pity to responsibility. Judge Judy's words are not just courtroom rhetoric. They carry a life lesson: responsibility doesn't end with conception. Gonzalez's excuses are met with a harsh truth: whether he likes his ex or not, he has a duty towards his child. It's not about the failed relationship, it's about the innocent child who deserves support. She reminds him that any job, no matter how menial, is better than no job at all. Bag groceries, drive cars, she lists options, highlighting that there are always opportunities for those willing to look for them. The discomfort Gonzalez feels is amplified as the stark reality of his situation is laid bare. Judge Judy's tone isn't just demanding, it's also motivational. She's trying to make Gonzalez see beyond his current circumstances. She knows the power of earning, no matter how small. The judge draws a clear line between having ambition and shirking basic responsibilities. The courtroom becomes a stage where the consequences of actions are laid out for everyone watching, and Judge Judy is determined to push Gonzalez in the right direction, even if it's uncomfortable. Gonzalez nods, but the judge isn't finished. She presses him further, pointing out his lack of action. His attempt to justify himself is cut short again, with Judge Judy delivering a line that is both scathing and inspirational: "Everybody can find a job. It depends on whether you set your sights here or here." The message is clear: his current mindset is the biggest obstacle in his path. She's not only addressing Gonzalez but also delivering a powerful message to the audience: excuses won't pay the bills, and they certainly won't provide for a child. Judge Judy proceeds to call out the complacency that Gonzalez has fallen into. The courtroom tension is palpable, and the drama peaks when a woman, Gonzalez's supporter, tries to intervene. Judge Judy quickly shifts her attention to her, questioning her sense of judgment in supporting Gonzalez's behavior. The woman points fingers, accusing the ex of harassment, but Judge Judy isn't having it. Your problem long-term isn't gonna come from this side of the bench, she says. It's a powerful reminder that their actions today will have consequences beyond the courtroom. The tension in the room rises as the audience is reminded that life doesn't operate on sympathy, it runs on accountability and action. Judge Judy also addresses Gonzalez's unrealistic expectations. She points out that while he's waiting for the perfect opportunity, his responsibilities are piling up. You can't afford to wait for the ideal job when you have a child to support, she declares, her voice echoing in the room. This was a moment not just about child support but about rethinking life priorities. Gonzalez's attitude is emblematic of a larger issue. Too many people wait for ideal situations instead of working with what they have. Judge Judy's words ring true beyond the courtroom, resonating with anyone who has ever made excuses for not stepping up. And just like that, the gavel strikes, dismissing the case. Judge Judy doesn't rule in anyone's favor here, and perhaps that's the biggest lesson. There's no winner when irresponsibility takes center stage. Gonzalez is left to reflect on his choices, and viewers are reminded that actions have consequences, especially when a child is involved. Judge Judy's words are a stark reminder that life is about choices, and every choice carries weight. This case was not just about child support, it was about accountability, responsibility, and the harsh reality that no one else will clean up your mess for you. Whether it's finding a job or taking care of family obligations, Judge Judy's message is clear: step up, or face the consequences. There's a reason why she's been doing this for decades. She sees through the excuses and cuts right to the heart of the matter. Her verdict may have been a dismissal, but it was anything but dismissive. It was a clear call to action, not just for Gonzalez, but for everyone watching. Get your priorities straight, take responsibility, and remember that at the end of the day, the only person who can change your circumstances is you. Judge Judy leaves the courtroom with a lasting impact, not just on Gonzalez, but on anyone watching who might find themselves in a similar situation. It's a reminder that life doesn't give handouts, and no matter the challenges, it's up to each of us to meet them head-on. Whether it's picking up cans for change or finding a part-time job, the effort is what counts. Gonzalez walks out, his head down, and we can only hope that her words echo in his mind long after he leaves. The lesson is clear: take action, take responsibility, and take care of what's yours. It's a message that resonates far beyond the courtroom, a lesson for life itself. Whether it's picking up cans for change or finding a part-time job, the effort is what counts. Gonzalez walks out, his head down, and we can only hope that her words echo in his mind long after he leaves. The lesson is clear: take action, take responsibility, and take care of what's yours. It's a message that resonates far beyond the courtroom, a lesson for life itself.